So in rule number 1, we studied about all the non-zero numbers being significant. But then what happens to the 0? Whether 0 is significant or 0 is not significant. So depending upon the position where the 0 is in the number, there are different rules for finding out whether that 0 is considered as significant or not considered as significant. So that's what now we are going to learn now in rule number 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in rule number 2, we will focus about the zeros which are sandwiched between the two non-zero numbers. That is, the 0 between two non-zero numbers are considered as significant. What does this mean? Let's study with an example. Suppose if I write a number 206, this particular number has a 0 which is in between two non-zero numbers, that is 2 and 6. In this case, this 0 will be considered as significant and the number 206 will have 3 significant figures. As I have already told you, for significant figures, I will be using the short form or abbreviation S.F. Okay, let's take one more example. Suppose if I write a number 4059. Now in this particular number, there is a 0 which is in between two non-zero numbers, that is 4 and 5. So again, this 0 will be considered as significant and the number 4059 will have 4 significant figures. But what if there are more than 2 zeros in a particular number? Supposingly, if I write a number 1001, in this there are 2 zeros which are sandwiched between 1 and 1. So in this case, both these zeros are considered as significant, and again this number 1001 will have 4 significant figures. If I write a number 20705, 20,705. In this again there are 2 zeros. One 0 is placed between 2 and 7. Another 0 is placed between 7 and 5. So these both zeros are considered as significant, and entirely this number 20,705 has 5 significant figures. To recap the entire rule number 2, if the 0 is placed between two non-zero numbers, we have to consider that as a significant. So far we have learned rule number 1 and 2 of significant.